Hey Quest 2020, Shannon here again. And this time we're at Knox, which is across the street from LGH. If you were to do that and go there for your meetings, you'd actually see it across the street, but you're not, you're virtual. So we brought you here via video. And now I am joined by Ryan Keating, who's actually going to do all of the interviews today, so you don't have to listen to me. Ryan is with Keating Agency Insurance, located in West Hartford. And he was in 2018 with me, different task force groups, so he has a little bit of a different experience and a different adventure through Hartford.
Yes, how's it going, guys? Actually, so my sister Maura is in your Quest class, and my task force was get out the vote, and this is actually going to be a very big election year, so get out the vote, or My Heart, My Vote was our name. But yeah, Knox Parks Foundation is a great organization, and we're going to hear from about 5 or 6 different people and their different roles in the community gardens, what the foundation does, and learn a little more about that. So,
what is this shirt?
This was a fundraiser that we did. So, Finest Hours Hartford is kind of nonprofit promoting organization that had live events in the past, and now with the COVID, we decided to do a fundraiser campaign for T-shirts. The logo, this was all designed by one of my friends, picking some things in Hartford that are very noticeable and a way to give back to the community.
So on top of your day job, this is what you do?
Do everything, yeah.
What else do you do? Do you do anything else?
Do I do anything else?
Yeah.
I have a dog, a 1.5-year-old dog, and that takes a lot of time, along with getting big in the sports card game. But insurance is the day job, and Hartford is the community.
So my name is Josephine, and I'm the owner of Juicy J Juice Bar out of Hartford, Connecticut. And how I connected with Knox, long story short, I was going through a thing with my business. I had a location on Farmington Avenue, and I was in transition. So I knew that I wanted to do something more, not just sell smoothies. So I always had this idea of knowing where your food comes from. And so I went to a food policy meeting in Hartford just to connect with the community, and get the business out there. So after the meeting, I met a lady that used to work here, Chelsea, and we just hit it off. She was just talking to me about Knox and what Knox does and how they have this farming program, and I was just like, oh my God, that would be super cool. So she was just like, it would be super cool if I can somehow incorporate the food. But before then, I did connect with Herb at Kenny Park Sustainability. So he was actually the first organization that I was getting the fresh vegetables from to make my juices. So he was actually providing me vegetables every week to, clean, chop up, and put it in the juice or the smoothie. So he was the first. So after I met Chelsea at the food policy meeting, she told me about Knox, so I came down here. So then I learned about the farming program. So she was like, I was like, oh my God, I could grow this stuff.
Hi, my name is Angel Peña, and I've been working for Knox over almost 9 years. When I started with Knox, I was in a halfway house, and what they did was that they took me in and they helped me soar. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know a lot. I got my own garden right now, my first year, awesome. And what Knox does is it gives you a reason to get ahead and learn how to plant. Because like they say, you give a man a fish, he eat one day. You teach him how to fish, he eat for life. So the same thing here. You give him a vegetable, he eat for a day. You teach him how to plant and produce, they're gonna eat for life, and they help everybody else,
So my name is Lauren Little, and I'm Knox's education manager. And so I teach kids how to have a personal connection with their environment. I got involved with Knox about 6 years ago when I was a public ally, and a friend of mine brought me in to kind of really learn more about what Knox was doing. And I liked being part of it because I like to eat, I like food, and I really want to show kids how to get back into the ground and to enjoy it.
Awesome. So 6 years, did you start right into the education role with Knox? Or?
I started helping out with the education program that was also combined with community gardening. And so from there, I got really into the education part and I decided that I wanted to do more of it. So when I started at Knox, I just focused solely on education and someone else took care of community gardens.
Awesome. So in the education, that's working with kids through, what are the age range?
Oh, I do all ages. I think that you can cater the lessons based on their complexity to make it, applicable for students who are a little bit older or younger. So for example, I take kids for maple tree tapping. The older kids, I might let them drill a little bit and really kind of taste on their own. The younger kids, I kind of direct them, put their finger underneath. They're obviously not going to get a drill, but they're going to have fun and they're going to understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Awesome. So is it tied in through the schools, or is it a program that parents reach out and want their kids to go through? How do they get involved?
So they get involved with the program. Let me back up a little bit. The program is based upon 10 sessions, and those 10 sessions, we surveyed students and asked them, what did you want to learn about the environment? And so from there, we created puppets and stories to kind of help explain to them these 10 different workshops. And so from there, we work with different schools to partner with the teachers to make sure it's embedded with their curriculum and also what the kids want. So I go and visit about 20 classrooms a week. In addition to working with partner organizations that are at the school and kind of getting the parents involved. They really like being at the garden, so that's another way to engage the parents. And we also we try to work what's already in the ecosystem of the school. So we always work with the lead organization, we always try to connect parents, and we always are on the same page with teachers to make sure that whatever subject we're talking to will be streamlined easy into the day's lesson.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So my name is Maria Burke. I am the Advancement and Communications Director. I'm new here. I just started earlier this year in January, and I do fundraising and communications, really just making sure that people understand that Knox is here. I love Knox. The people that work here are phenomenal, and all of the community gardeners, the supporters, the farmers, everybody that I've met so far in connection with Knox has been just delightful and wonderful to work with. Our board is extremely dedicated as well, and it'll be interesting to see whether or not any came from the leadership program. So thank you guys for interviewing us. I do want to share one really cool thing that's happening this summer. We usually have our annual garden party, which is under one of the big tents at the Watkinson Garden here in Hartford. That isn't happening because we usually have 300 or so people at that. But what we are doing instead is having a virtual / come pick up your items to make your own dinner with Knox. So soon you'll be seeing some information about that everywhere, and we have lots of opportunities. You can select from an appetizer, an entree, or a dessert, or do it all and buy a table, have a big picnic with your friends. So we really appreciate your support, and we need volunteers and are looking for providing as much back to you guys as you guys bring to us. So thank you very much.
So my name is Patrick Doyle. I'm the executive director here at Knox for a little over a year, as you mentioned, and it's really it's just been great to be able to jump in and really see all the wonderful things that the organization is doing to not just support the community, but to empower the community to help themselves and to bring people together here in the city of Hartford. So as you all grow in your leadership journey, I hope you'll remember a little bit about what you learned about Knox, and really know as Hartford's up and coming leaders, we really need your involvement, not just as Knox, but as a city. So I'm really hoping that as you walk away from today and as you walk away from your experience in the Quest program, that you'll stay in touch with Knox. You can visit knoxhartford.org online and sign up for our newsletter so that you know. So stay in touch with us, talk about what it is you want to accomplish, what your vision for the city is, so that we can be partners in doing that together.
We hope you enjoyed this virtual tour and introduction to Knox and learning about how people, planting, and programs all tie into the Hartford community. We got to hear from some great people. I was really impressed to learn and see that there's so much longevity of people here. Very interesting to hear their stories. I know the garden party that's going to be virtual this year, having attended it in person in the past was a lot of fun, but as everything happening now, people are adapting and making changes. So that's one small way to get involved. If you are a hands-on person and want to do some gardening, check out their community gardens. Enjoy the rest of your quest, and I look forward to seeing kind of what comes up at the end of the year for the graduation. Cheers.